I'll be back.
The stuff in milk can help you focus. Okay, that works. But you're supposed to drink it. Home goods. Go finding.
This year, Believe the West is ours. This year, we show them it's a young man's league. This year, the Wolves finish what we started.
The moment I loved our Subaru Outback most was the moment they walked away from it. Oh, goodness. And that's why our family will only drive a Subaru.
Subaru. More IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus awards than any other brand. Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Get special low rates on a new Subaru Outback for a limited time.
Three minutes, bro. 13 viewers already, bro. Yeah, I deleted that stream. Well, made another stream. Who you think who's gonna win, bro? Northwood or Concord? I think Concord's gonna win, bro. I did say I was going to go live on Twitch. Oh, okay. Being live on Twitch. It says I can't stream, bro.
Only 2 series remain to claim our champion for the CRL Fall Open at number 3. We have 2 potential returning grand finalists in Northwood and Concord, but before that, we got to take one look at the bracket yet again and see how we got here. A reverse sweep initiated and was able to be succeeded by Concord against Fisher Navy. So yes, did peak, but we did see some great performances from the other players in that new look Fisher roster. Fortunately for their sake, though, they don't get the points that they were looking for. Only 6 secured. They're still on the hunt for that CRL Fall Championship, and it's just getting that much more spicy here, Bass, on the teams with potential to make it into that top 8.
Dude, I love CRL so much, man. It's just so good. We're just getting the craziest matchups. We are getting the craziest back and forth. And not only are we getting that, but we're getting a scenario in number 4 of these opens where legitimately it is going to mean every single win makes a world of a difference, even for the 2 teams we're about to watch face off. Again, it may not be for points because I think both of these teams are not guaranteed, but almost guaranteed to make it into our playoffs.
Let's go, bro.
But this is a huge one just for pride alone. Concord have already proven they can run through the lower bracket and win it all. Now Northwood want to do the same.
I will correct you there, Bass. They are guaranteed based on the number of points that they have currently. Yeah, like 25 points at least for Northwoods, 31 for Concord. There is like no way, even if they don't make it in the next one, that they don't get into that top 8 based on the teams with points that they can get with deep runs. But regardless, though, Northwood and Concord, we will see them in the Fall Championship. So this is really for pride, and especially for Northwood here, Taco. We've been talking about it. This is the longest amount of time Northwood has gone without a win in a championship. They have made it in the first one. They didn't make it in the last one. Now they're trying to make their way back. But Concord, new kids on the block, I keep talking about it. They are here to stay, here to play, and trying to go back-to-back with victories. What a statement that would be made here.
Yeah, Concord might have the 2 Europeans, but it feels like Northwood's doing study abroad in lower bracket lately. It's really crazy to see how often they are out of their homeland. They have been upper bracket demons for as long as we have known this squad. They simply just do not lose. And if they do, it's individual games. They always end up winning these series. And you heard it during the summer. We keep bringing it up for a reason because we believed Creams when he's saying, like, I believe we can win every event. And now it's not even that they're getting the grand finals. They're struggling to be able to actually work through these brackets. Concord is a phenomenal example of just assemble a solid team, teach them to work together, buy into a good system, and you can defeat any team out here. I think Northwood, this is not only really a proving ground for the fans alone, but for them as well. They need to get that confidence back to know they can beat anyone.
And that's the craziest thing here, too, Novant. In Northwood, we heard them quoted from Summer Series that they are going to win every event, and so far they have not won a single one. I mean, what does this really mean for the legacy of this Northwood roster where they've been struggling against these other teams that have really leveled up the competition for the first time in a while?
Yeah, absolutely. You think about a team for a long time that was synonymous with victory, going through it right now. I would say give themselves a little bit of grace, but you're right. There's a bit of a ticking time clock there. You got to start getting those W's, start getting those wins, or else we go, really, Northwood?
That's very true. We got to see exactly how these teams fare against each other. Because, again, these teams with Concord being new to CRL,
What teams do you think
they have ever played, not even in outside competition.
What team do you
or NECC shout to those leagues, but
are
we haven't really
rooting
seen it in CRL just yet. So let's go predictions on how this is going to go. We've been doing pretty decent so far with those. Concord barely saving most of the deaths this time with Bass. We'll see how things go for you. Are you changing your prediction? Are you going with Concord? Are you going with Northwood on this one?
I like the, we're doing well in predictions. Meanwhile, the maximum that anybody has done today is 1 for 2. I don't know if I'm going to necessarily agree that we're doing stellar so far. I don't know if I'm going to do better here either.
I like me. I don't know.
You know what? I will say this is definitely another one of those series where either one of the outcomes is more than probable, more than possible on either side. But there's one thing that I will say. Northwood missing out on a top 2 weeks in a row sounds absolutely preposterous. I just don't think it is going to happen. Concord, I know you guys can get back there. I know you can win it all from the lower bracket. You've already done it. Northwood, it's time for you guys to prove that you can do it as well. I have not lost faith in the old guard yet. If they lose here, I might have to.
Okay. Well, Northwood's coming from lower bracket defeat. They lost to IRSC way back in the day in one of the earlier Collegiate Rocket League events. I think it was Zero Fall 2022 national champions, and had to go all the way through the lower bracket and then lost to Columbia College afterwards. So we'll see how they can do this time, if they do have a falter or if they do succeed. So with that,
Are they gonna start?
Who's it gonna be?
Or they're just gonna keep
When they
yapping?
lose once in a season, I'm like, I won't lose
Yo.
eventually. I lose a couple times and thinking, it's fine. I'm running out of it be when sometimes it just do be like
Amarnev.
that. I really feel like Concord is the better team. I feel like Concord would be technically a better team than Akron on paper, and then Akron's the one that beats Northwood. So I'm going to do the lazy analyst math and say I think Concord takes this one. I think they go back to a grand final. Granted, get that bracket reset to be able to repeat, but I do think they're capable of it. Something about
Don't mind
doesn't quite seem on, and until they find that switch and flip it, I feel like Concord is going to be able to take advantage of the susceptible Wolfpack.
Okay. I mean, Concord, they were cooking in that last series, 3-game wins in a row, felt really confident and able to get that at the end of the day against Fisher when they couldn't last time, even though it's a different roster. With that, Novanta, I mean, is Concord still your number one, or is Northwood coming back into it?
Northwood, even in a down year, is still a pretty good pick to show out and prove in the tournaments, but it's proven time and time again, Concord is the most cerebral team in the field. I gotta go with Concord, man. They find a way to slow down anyone to tackle.
Yeah, go with Concord, bro.
And walk away with the win. I love it. It's almost like they want to be villains. They're so cute and cuddly. I like Concord, man. That's my choice.
Let's go.
The age-old saying that we've said on CRL time and time again, the universal constants that we typically see in grand finals are death taxes and Northwood, and we'll see if that happens again here. If Northwood take this one, I gotta split the desk, see if it's gonna be Northwood making it back into the grand final. You talked about it fast. We have not seen them miss out on 2 grand finals in a row ever in CRL history. But this is a historic day. All the upsets and all the challenges we have had for these teams. Only one of these two, the new kids on the block in Concord or Northwood, can move forward to see who is going to take the challenge to Akron Zips Blue. Out of bracket reset at that point, but a best of 5 is ahead of us until we get there. The CRL series was first with Concord taking on Northwood Blue, both prior grand finalists, but only Concord has reigned supreme. Will Northwood take the cake, or will Concord make the lower bracket run of the century?
The Northwood Wolfpack has licked their wounds in the lower finals, just waiting for an opponent to appear. Concord has answered the call. Both teams aiming to make their second grand final of the season. Novanta, I am pleased to be alongside you in the booth for a series this important.
Yeah, talking about what it means to be champions, what it means to be winners. Of course, I'm in the booth with the biggest winner I know, Danger Taco.
And I'd hope to be as big of a winner of some of these teams because, I mean, we've seen some really classic matches from all of them. We've seen reverse sweeps. We've seen some denied sweeps even earlier on in the day. And honestly, day one had some action. If y'all have not been checking out the brackets, there's always streams floating around. But this is the mainstream now. This is where the big dogs do play
Let's
around.
go. Let's go.
To see how this one goes because the storylines have all been flipped. You asked me this question: who's going to win this matchup? As we both mentioned, we're on desk picking Concord. Zion just flashes the pan. They're consistent, getting back again to a top 3 finish.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's
I really want to play
Rocket
League.
That you won't forget. You remember forever. And for me, it was last week seeing 14 games of Rocket League in the final. That's when you're slotted in there. And Zemio says, you know what? Forget all that blabbering. It's time for some scoring.
And Zemio being able to take a nice one, but then Crean's just noting that he likes all you gotta do is just try to get through me or try to go over me. Nope, you're still gonna get bumped. Easy goal as you like, and being able to see Northwood just walk that right down Main Street.